Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix for Ace Attorney, Justice for All. In the last episode, we continued on cross-examining Adrian Andrews, and we almost pinned her as the murderer, but due to the fact that she was continuing to fight and continuing to say that she didn't do it, we gave her the chance to have one more testimony, and also Edgeworth brought up her suicide. God damn it, Edgeworth! And, basically, we did not have the decisive evidence to pin her as the murderer, so the trial ended. But it ended on a really weird note, because Edgeworth saw, the little shell card that she was holding in her hand that she keeps twirling around, and then he, went freaking bad shit insane, so I guess we're gonna find out what that is today, and we're also gonna find out what happens with the killer today, because, oh my god, we were supposed to get a verdict within one day. Okay, let's go. March 22nd, 5:24 p.m., Wright & Co. law offices.
Mystic Maya!
There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore!
Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys! I'm glad I got you, pal!
Mr. Scruffy Detective!
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Thick Gumshoe. Now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. What's up, Gumshoe? So, what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that! What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. On Guard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick, let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like, he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible!
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth? Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean, almost need to frame Mr. On Guard? I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick! Even that woman prosecutor was better than that!
Francisco von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. But no Pearls. Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic. Oh no. That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Oh dear. We're going back to this place again. March 22nd, Hottie Clinic reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Hi. Wait a second, you're...
Yes, I'm Director Hottie.
Oh. Why are you still here?
Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes.
Edgeworth.
Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it?
Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma?
You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and I think that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, our opponent was a gun after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I see.
But she's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but... No. Ma!
I sound like a fucking sheep. Go back to your room.
You're so mean. So mean.
No.
Okay. Yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes.
Thank you, Franziska. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew I shouldn't have come here. These tulips are for Edgeworth. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning.
But that would have been too much!
Yeah, you looked like you were deathly scared until only a few minutes ago. But I was dragged here by that prosecutor. He even went so far as to grab me by the wrist the whole way here. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But with me doing so, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. On Guard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find On Guard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then On Guard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was. Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there, and that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This... I can't believe you hid this from me all this time! That card... What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card, a man called Shelly the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin? The Killer! So who is this Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. I'm sorry. So, because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it is a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The Killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So, you think this assassin... You think he's the one who did the killing in his case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly the Killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single clue to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen. You need to know something. Juan Cordo was killed by Shelly the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Mad on Guard. Your own client. Please, stop! I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. If you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. On Guard hired an assassin?
No way! I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya, please. All I ask is you make it home, safe and sound. Date unknown, time unknown, location unknown.
I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around.
Date unknown, time unknown, location unknown. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. Bear. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Aw, how cute! But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste."
I bet this could be a clue. Oh, hey, it's a computer. I never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat! It was my plan to use this to somehow get out of here. Ugh, locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Better lay off those burgers. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There's sure a lot of electronic gadgets in here. But what is an antenna doing here?
It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways? You mean...
Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct?
Dead?
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin.
No way. You're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick!
March 22nd, 7:04 p.m., Hottie Clinic reception.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about my situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Let's go to the detention center. March 22nd, detention center, visitor's room. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aww.
Ugh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on Guard. Here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To the lawyer dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I had this cat named Shu. I didn't put a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
This is terrible! Let's hurry! We have to feed his cat! I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now!
Yeah, I guess. A client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Meow. No, not criminal affairs. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
They're probably straightening the evidence for tomorrow's trial.
Mr. Nick, is Mr. On Guard a really terrible criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. I did not mean to do that. Oh, the hotel lobby was right fucking there. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel lobby.
All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Maya's sake.
Olbag! Miss Olbag!
Don't devalue my name and turn into a gasp, you spiky-headed poof! Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gun from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. But what I really wanted was something much more valuable. I wanted Edgy Pooh's heart. I want it all for me. It's all your fault. You've awakened the wild beast inside of this old bag. Ah!
What?
Miss Oldbag! Keep your hands off me! This helmet is alright. No air gets in and no air gets out.
What does your helmet have to do with anything?
Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. I don't trust that she's gonna talk to us about anything. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Olbag, if you would look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... edgy poo?
Ugh, is that her perfume pheromone to amour I smell? Ugh.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
That may be, but you know nothing's gonna come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick! Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow! Every time you talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
Oh, come on. What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go into On Guard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Obag.
We got it. We won't go in there. We're going to On Guard's place. March 22nd, On Guard Mansion, living room. Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. He has a fucking motorcycle hanging from the ceiling.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo!
So I guess this is Shoo.
Oh, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoo.
The cat seems to like pearls.
May I help you with something, mister?
Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. On Guard's lawyer.
The master's. Then you must be Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe.
Nice to meet you. He's the killer. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. On Guard, right?
Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder.
And, anything else?
No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs.
How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence?
Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year.
And, anything else?
No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs.
You know, I would have thought Mr. On Guard the kind to have a maid over a butler. You know what? Yeah. That's a very cute cat you got there.
It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoo.
And, anything else?
No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat.
Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Why didn't he mention that he had a butler in his note?
Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now.
Oh, we should probably get going ourselves.
Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law.
But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all.
Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Hey, city boy! Lotta, you're still here. Ranking course! An investigative photographer eats or stars on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen.
But do you have a camera?
Rent given. A photographer's always gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know. So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feet in the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? Alright, I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. Roll the end card.
Objection! You haven't hit like and subscribe yet. Hold it! You forgot to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload. Take that! Click here to watch more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!